Sorry, my child.
The envelope slipped from my hands, and I froze. The lab technician looked up and whispered, "The results are in." My heart was pounding. I knew this moment would change my life forever. My name is Ethan Carter. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and today I want to share something deeply personal. A story about family, lost time, responsibility, and a little girl who changed everything I thought I knew about fatherhood. It was a bright Wednesday morning in June 2024 when I parked my silver Tesla outside St. Michael's Orphanage in Lincoln Square. If I'm being honest, I wasn't there for noble reasons. My company, Carter Enterprises, had recently faced criticism in the media over urban development projects. My PR team suggested a generous donation to a children's organization. Good optics, good headlines, clean image. So I showed up in a crisp navy suit holding a $50,000 check. The building wasn't glamorous. Pastel yellow walls, chipped paint, but the yard was full of colorful flowers and a small playground where children laughed freely. A nun stood nearby, watching them with gentle patience. Inside, I introduced myself at the front desk. "Good morning.
I'm Ethan Carter.
The receptionist smiled politely. "Sister Margaret is expecting you. Please follow me." As we walked down the hallway, I noticed children's artwork covering the walls. The smell of fresh paint mixed with lunch being prepared in the kitchen felt warm, real, very different from my polished glass office downtown. Sister Margaret welcomed me into her tidy office. She was petite, with silver hair and kind hazel eyes. "Mr. Carter, your generosity will truly help these children," she said warmly. I handed her the check with practiced ease. "It's my pleasure, sister." I asked for a tour. We walked through the dormitories, classrooms, and kitchen. And then, in the recreation room, I saw her. A little girl sitting quietly in the corner. She had wavy blonde hair, big hazel eyes, and a face that made my chest tighten. She looked exactly like Melissa, my ex-girlfriend. The girl was focused on her drawing, holding a crayon with the same intensity Melissa used to have. I swallowed. "Who is she?" I asked softly. "That's Emily," Sister Margaret replied. "She's been here for 2 years. She's special, just shy." I crouched down beside her. "Emily, that's a beautiful drawing. Do you like to draw?" She nodded gently. I noticed a small doll beside her. "And who's this?" I asked. She hugged it closer. "Mommy." My heart dropped. The timeline, the resemblance, the name. Everything began connecting in ways I wasn't ready for. Later, alone with Sister Margaret, I asked about Emily's background. "She was brought here after her mother passed away in a car accident," Sister Margaret explained softly. "Her name was Melissa Green." My throat tightened. "May I see her birth certificate?" I asked carefully. She hesitated for a moment, then handed it to me. The date confirmed everything. Emily could be my daughter. I arranged a DNA test immediately, quietly, without telling Emily. The next morning I returned, not for publicity, not for photos, but for her. She was in the courtyard, sitting under the bright sun, drawing a castle. "Can I sit here?" I asked. She nodded. We spent the afternoon drawing together, playing pretend, laughing. Then she said something that broke me. "I pretend you're my daddy at home," she told me innocently. "I imagine we have breakfast together and ride bikes." I had built skyscrapers, closed million-dollar deals, faced boardrooms without fear, but nothing prepared me for that sentence. I fought back tears and made a silent promise. If she was mine, I would never fail her again. 2 days later, I stood in the lab. The envelope slipped from my hands. 99.99% probability of paternity. Emily was my daughter.
Mine.
I didn't hesitate. I began legal custody proceedings immediately. But more importantly, I kept showing up. Every day. I bought a 3-story house in Lincoln Park. Not because I needed it, but because she deserved space to grow. A backyard, a pool, and a bedroom designed exactly like the castles she loved to draw. Finally, the day came. I sat beside her, my voice softer than it had ever been. "Emily, the DNA test is done." She looked up at me, nervous. "I'm your real daddy." Her eyes widened. Tears filled them instantly. "For real," she whispered. I pulled her into my arms. "For real, and I'm never leaving you again." From that moment on, my priorities changed. Business still mattered. Success still existed. But nothing, absolutely nothing, compared to hearing her laugh in our kitchen every morning. I had walked into that orphanage for a publicity stunt. I walked out with a daughter. Life has a strange way of hiding miracles in plain sight. Sometimes responsibility isn't something you choose, it chooses you. And when it does, you step up, because it's never too late to do what's right. If this story touched you, subscribe to Moralist for more stories that remind us what truly matters. Because family isn't defined by timing, it's defined by love. Hit the bell icon to never miss a story. Share this video with someone who needs a little hope today.